my God.
Can I just unsee all of that?
Did you see what she did?
They really are an absolute cunt.
What the fuck?
Did she actually say that?
Did you see that?
What do you always see the damnedest things?
Exactly. When you least expect it, there they are, doing it again.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make up with name. I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness.
You see what she did? What the fuck?
That's what it's all about.
Fuckery.
We're in this rock and do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste it, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate it, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing, I'll regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
Oh, y'all, this is Hollywood Beast.
Did you see that?
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
It's brilliant. Fuckery.
Oh my God.
I got one thing to say. YouTube, fuck.
Every time.
It catches me off guard every single time. Every single time. Yeah. Welcome everybody. How you doing tonight, Mrs. Cassandra?
Doing good, doing good. Had to do
How do
laundry
early?
earlier.
Yeah, it's an early Saturday evening for you.
Yeah.
It's an early Sunday afternoon for Rekkr. It's a late Saturday for me in the evening. Well, yeah.
It's never too early. Hang on a
Never,
minute.
it's never too.
Oh,
there you
no,
go.
here we go.
Oh, there we go. Wait. Let me. Oh, I gotta get some.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not peeing on stream. I'm pouring libation. There's a difference. Okay, there we go. Oh,
It
boy.
depends on
what
who
are
you
you
talk
pouring?
to.
Oh yeah. Hey.
What
So
are you pouring?
I'm pouring. Currently I'm pouring coffee. Nothing exciting.
At
But I'm
10:09
yes
p.m.?
at 10:09 because I will be up until 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah,
Guaranteed.
no, you're always up.
Yes, I am.
When
I am
that
up
suits you.
until 5 a.m. every day of the week. Is that? Yeah, that's right. Right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yep.
5 a.m.
Yep.
my time. Hey, Purple, Juju, Jean,
Juju.
Mousy, Trent. Nice to
everybody.
see you. Boop boop, Trent. Nice to see you here.
Mhm.
NANA. Don't worry about that. If you think all of us handle this without libation and without a little bit of celebration, we're
And
just no, no, it's not like that. Wait till you see what we got. You're probably going to be in the best shape for this show out of all of us.
That- and Claire, that was for Rizzle, my shizzle. That was English right dizzle. Did you not understand the sizzle that I got to be?
Actually,
Can
I
you
did.
do the fizz dance?
I think I'm just not that cool. What can I tell you? I had no idea what you were saying. I was like, "Can I get a translation, please, for the old lady up here in the corner?" Because like,
Hey,
I don't know
Rekkr,
what the fuck you're
can
talking
you
about.
do
Hang on a
the
minute.
fizz
Hang on.
dance?
Let me just translate that.
Okay,
Yes, that was in fact English that I spoke there, madam, and I thought you might appreciate it that I twisted it that way.
well, could you tell me how you twisted it in English instead of whatever that was? Like, what did that
Oh,
say?
I understood what he said.
That was it. That I translated it for you.
That's it. Okay. Okay.
That was my translation.
That was the translation. Okay, so I
Mhm.
am just not that cool. I didn't get it. And I'm not that quick today. I don't need this coffee. Hey, Mousy Files, thank you for the member mention. She puts out, can I introduce you to our Lord and Savior, bubble water? Absolutely. I drink bubbled water. I do. I like bubbled water. My current bubble water is mango citrus bubble water. I love it. Love it. Yeah.
Do you know what bubble water also stands for?
No?
No.
Is it for?
Bong
Oh wait,
water.
is it? I'm not drinking that. That's disgusting. No. And if you spill that stuff on a carpet, I just know because my brothers are ridiculous. Wow. Replace the carpet. Replace the carpet. You never get
Finna
that
low
stench out.
key. Finna low key just snitching on her brothers.
She always does.
Do you know how many times they had their room carpet replaced? Tell me about it, because it would reek the whole house. Like, disgusting. Anyway, welcome new member Janae Foster. Also, welcome to MIDF
Yes.
membership.
Thank you for
Yes,
joining.
yes. Thanks for joining us. And Fish Nerd and Always Createful and everybody. Oh, Rocket Couch. You know, I'm going to drop it in case you didn't see it. Should I pin it? I did say anybody wants to come and play. There you go. Hey, Sean, how are you? I'm pinning that for right now because I don't have a survey, but link is dropped for those of you. You don't have to be brave. You just have to have a microphone.
You just gotta be down with our shizzle and nizzle, you know. Get
And you don't have to speak like that, because like I
slizzle
don't.
these tracks up.
Oh God, you were. You know what? I think I know what's going on, Mrs. Cassandra.
What's
I
that?
think he was rehearsing one of his new covers all day. I'll bet. Ask him, Mrs. Cassandra, who are you doing your next cover on? And it'll all be clear. Go ahead.
I already know who it is. It's Snoop Dogg.
No, ask him. Ask him.
I already know.
Right?
Who it
You already
is.
know. It is, right? It had to be, because I'm like, that's not even a language. That's just one person's personal dialogue of life. That's it over there. It's like it just belongs to him. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I hope you get that out.
I already told you. I understood exactly what he was saying.
Well, then could you tell me what he said? He's not
told
telling
you
me
what
what
he
he
said.
said.
I
No,
told
he
you what I
didn't.
said.
He said it was
Yeah.
English.
I said it in
And he would
perfect
translate
English.
it. Okay, say it again. What's perfect English? Say it again, because I didn't
said-
catch it.
I said, of course, what I said was perfect English. I was just merely adding my own personal twist to it, ma'am.
That's not what that said. That's not what
Yeah,
freezy,
that's
reezy,
what
whatever is. No, Mrs. Cassandra, when he said it in the other language, what was it?
I can't say it on YouTube.
What do you mean you can't say it on YouTube? Whoa.
Not in English.
I think you need to type it in the private chat for me, and I'll decide whether I can put it on YouTube or not. I need to know now. Now I'm on a mission. Now you have tickled. Now you have tickled the curiosity part of my brain, and I have to know. I don't know. I bet you everybody else knows out there except for me. Now I'm like, oh, now I need to know. Now I need to know. But we should.
Let me go get you Snoop Dogg's translator real quick.
We have one. Yes. Okay. Yes, fish nerd, buckle up, buckle your seatbelt, and put on your helmet. You are a very wise fish nerd. You are very wise. You come into this stream, you buckle up, and you put on a helmet. Hey, Commander, nice to see you too. Hey, Michelle, good to see you again. I saw you earlier too. Hope you're having a good day.
They must have changed what it means.
I know. NA, I'm sorry. I know what, you're 44 and you got that. Are you trying to diss me, dude? Like, I can't help it if I speak the Queen's English and the American English or the other English. I don't
changed.
I don't speak Snoop English. I don't know.
For shizzle, my nizzle, I guess they changed it. I guess now it means for sure, my friend.
Okay, for sure, my friend. Okay.
Yeah, but that's not what I thought. It was originally something that can't be put on YouTube.
Oh.
Just think of the N part.
Oh. Okay.
And it's Snoop Dogg.
Oh.
Am I on the right path, Rekkr?
You're for sure on the right, pleasey.
And what did the second part say? Welcome. What did the second part say?
I missed the second part.
I don't know. It was some greasy, cheesy, pleasy stuff. I don't know. It was like, I don't know. I'm going to be going crazy trying to figure this one out. And hey, if you know what it was, then tell me what it said, damn it. Like,
that's right, Mousy. I know. That's not what it originally means, but that's what they're trying to say it means now. When you Google it, that's what they're trying to say it means now.
Oh.
Go to the Urban Dictionary one, probably.
Yeah, but then I have to go back and copy that whole tweet. All right, I'll have to do it later. Okay. Since he refuses to actually tell me what it means, I will have to hunt it down. NA, you're not helping me, NA. And now I know what NA means. Not going to help. Not going to intend to cooperating with me here. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
This is it, Rocket Couch. This is the end of week. This is the end of the week wrap up for white people trying to understand rap lyrics. But they're only talking about me, Rocket Couch. Everybody else understands apparently, except for me.
This is exactly why I said it wasn't for YouTube. Read what Jen said.
What did Jen just say?
He added me on it.
Wait. Oh, okay.
Shall I bring it up?
No.
Yeah.
The good thing is I'm not a weather presenter.
Really?
I know.
I know you're not a mod there. I know, but you said you knew. You just said you knew. I was like,
oh, I didn't realize we had somebody else on panel. Hi.
Yes, we do. Hey, Commander. It's like Commander. All right, let's get to our first one.
Commando.
No,
Hi.
Commando.
They look
I'm just trying to figure out what the conversation is. I just dropped them.
Oh, no, yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah,
it's nothing important.
Yeah, it'll keep going no matter what. Don't worry about that. All right, our first.
I love her avatar.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it? I like the little airs.
It's
yeah.
good.
Yes. I have a really cute version of that. She made a cute version of me with adorable ears like that. And when you move the head, the hair swings and everything. It's really like kind of cute. Listen, we got to talk about Matt Walsh. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're not going to talk about Matt Walsh like I usually talk about Matt Walsh because this is my fun show.
Talking about the hacking.
Is that the incel?
Well, he's one of. Well, sort of. He's an idiot. I know that. I don't know about an incel, but I do feel he's kind of dense.
Can we go back to the translation of Snoop Dogg?
No, yeah. That could be it. Because that probably would be easier than trying to translate what is a Matt Walsh. We don't know what is a Matt Walsh, except for somebody who likes to speak on things he really doesn't know a lot about, but has personal opinion of, and he's going to drive it out there like a message. Like, what is a woman? That's his famous video that he's doing a tour with right now. But the reason I'm talking about him is I have to, because all during the week, something happened. He got hacked on Twitter. And everyone who knows my Twitter handle decided I needed to know about it and hit my DMs with the copies of it. Because it was pretty good. He got hacked, although they actually went really far. Let me just bring it up. The hackers actually went pretty far to try to prove he wasn't hacked. Tried to make it look like really embarrassed the hell out of him, which was pretty good. Okay, first slide is Matt Walsh. The first thing they did was change his header. They left his @ and everything the same. They were literally in his account. His @ stayed the same the whole time. They then posted that his Twitter account was not hacked. This is just his real feelings. And they show all the Twitter notifications on how to get into his account. Do you see that? Like, they were for real.
That's
a serious hack.
That is a strong Minecraft Steve right there. He is
Isn't that
strong.
Crunk? He's strong, yeah. He's not looking very womanly like Matt Walsh.
Did you say crunk?
Yeah,
No,
he's a crunk.
strong.
Oh,
Strong.
I thought you said crunk. I was
Strong.
like, and you said
Mhm.
you don't know any Snoop Dogg.
I didn't say I didn't know any Snoop Dogg. I
Hey,
said
I
I
thought I
didn't
heard Crunk.
understand. I do know Kronk. And I also
Okay.
said the only thing I said, I didn't say I don't understand Snoop Dogg. I didn't say I don't understand some rap lyrics. I clearly said I don't know what the hell Record typed in chat. That statement there is the only thing I can't figure out. I don't know what that says.
Oh, you want to know what I said in chat?
Yes, that.
Oh, we thought you were talking
Oh.
about the.
And you're
yeah,
translating it to go, oh, I am speaking English, ma'am. I'm like, that's not what that says in chat. What the
you
hell
need to
was
be
that?
more specific
I
for
want-
us, Claire. You need to
I
be more
said-
specific.
I need a
I said-
whiteboard and a pointer,
Okay.
and I also need a taser, apparently, for my panel.
Hang on a minute. I don't need no taser. I don't want to be
So-
tased.
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm
sorry.
gonna have to get you
Okay.
some glasses if you think I'm a bro. But anyway,
Okay.
Bruh.
So this is what you were wondering. What I was
yes,
saying.
I
right?
want to know what you said before I continue with
said-
Matt Walsh. Yes.
I said, for real. I'm ready to get this popping easy.
Oh, for Sheezy, I'm Reezy to get this popping geezy means I'm ready. No, it means
Yeah.
for real, I'm
Jeezy.
ready to get this popping. What? Geezy?
For-
Geezy?
For
Jeezy.
for
Jeezy?
for shizzle for sure.
For cheesy? Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, Jin's correcting me. I don't need a taser. I need a cattle prod. They are apparently more efficient.
Okay, I'll accept
Thank
the
you,
cattle
Jin.
prod.
They're more
You gotta
efficient,
come in the basement.
apparently.
Come in the basement. There's plenty down here.
Yeah, there is. There's
okay.
like,
Now-
oh,
Permit.
yeah.
As far as tasers go, there's full charge, and then there's an extra special setting called Karen.
Oh,
Yeah. Based on how long it took me to get that translation, I may need the Karen setting. Absolutely. Okay. Hey, Beck. Good to see you. Hey, Skits Crasher. Yo, how you doing? Mousy, the mango bubble water is lit. It's delicious if you like mango. But the absolute best one out there is pineapple. But don't get me on that one. Like we don't want to get into that debate with the world again. Hey, Charlie Welsh. Okay,
Pineapple
everybody.
belongs on pizza.
This is mandatory. If you're going to stay up here, say hello to Charlie Welsh, like right now.
Hello, Charlie.
Hi,
Hi,
Charlie.
hi.
Charlie.
Say
Why
his
don't you hit
name,
the link?
Wrecker, or you're out.
Hi, Charlie.
Okay, there you go.
Hi,
Okay.
Chisel, my nizzle. He's a.
Hi.
Stop! Just stop! I can't.
Charlie.
Just stop. It's going to be a foreign language show any minute now. Okay,
You
they're going to
bit
like.
my finger, Charlie.
Can you imagine if that's what I get taken down for, not all the other crap I'm going to do? Like speaking a foreign language and nobody understands without closed captions. That's what's going to happen. Anyway, Matt Walsh, he's lit. It was really lit. Okay. First of all, they posted that his pronouns are that and N, and yes, they typed it out, but I won't show it. And so Laverne Spicer, who happens to be running for Congress in Florida on the notion that like racism is wrong and what the heck are you doing and equality and all of that. Okay. Laverne's friend Spicer Park's like, who gave you a pass, my nigga? I said it. I'm going to say it now. Might have to delete that. But anyway, these are some of the tweets. I can confirm that Andrew Tate kidnapped and those girls. Ben Shapiro, you know what you did. You're a closeted homosexual and hide behind being Jewish. Matt Walsh, Joe Rogan is a pedophile. Matt Walsh, I ain't a gangster. I'm a sassy shooter. He doesn't even speak. So bad. But anyway, we took.
So this is what the hacker was saying.
This is what the hack. Oh wait, no. But that's a blue verified account at mattwalsh.blog. This is not a fake account.
Because
this is not. He said so, but did you not? Let me go back.
But then he says he's not.
My Twitter isn't hacked. This is just the real me coming out. And look at those messages to the Twitter account to confirm getting in.
He hacked
okay.
The hacker did it. The hacker was bored.
Yes, they are. They were really good. They really entertained me well. But anyway, we actually have a better one for Joe Rogan. Don't we, Rekkr? I'll let you.
I had a much.
Will you read?
Much better.
I will put the slide up if you read it. Okay. Will you read it? Not info shizzle. Wait a minute. In like, somewhere between
you want me to read it in
English. Could you read it like not with the shizzle, dizzle, whatever that was?
Okay.
Because she won't understand it. So just please do English for her.
Because I've only had coffee so far today. Give me a break.
No gin and juice?
Read it.
Can confirm. Joe Rogan's nipples are suckable.
And we have evidence. We have evidence. We don't just make statements here on this. We don't believe in misinformation. So there's the facts. There's the facts. Now, tell me, Mrs. Cassandra, do you agree? Those are the weirdest damn nipples I've ever seen in my life. What? You could definitely get wait. We just said they were suckable. You could definitely get your lips around that. It looks like kittens have been nursing. Come on.
No, they're not photoshopped. They're not photoshopped at all.
Does it not look like kittens have been nursing on him for at least a week? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
They're like catnip.
I know, but that's what the statement says, that we can confirm that Joe Rogan's nipples are suckable, as you see. But anyway. Anyway.
They kind of look like they're looking in two different directions.
I agree with Jen.
Jen?
Yeah, I agree with Jen.
They're fish bait, yep.
They're fish bait, yes. They do look a little wormy. They do to me. They're a little too, like if they moved, I just thought they looked like, those moles you get, those flesh molds you get, they look like giant flesh molds.
Like skin tags?
Yeah, like I wanted to put a thread around them and tie them off the oxygen so they fell off. You know how you get rid of them never mind.
Mm-hmm. Like the skin
by
tag?
denying the skin tag, like you get rid of it by denying it blood, you put a string around it. But anyway, oh God, this is it. Hey, King. Nice to see you in chat too. It is good to have you here. I hope you have
passed the pencil test.
But anyway, if it didn't gross you out too much, the last part of the Matt Walsh hacking part, it went on for a while, and then mysteriously everything disappeared. So thank you to everyone who did supply all the copies of the tweets before it all magically disappeared.
I think we're done with this picture, though. I think we're done with this picture.
You want me to go to the next thing?
You don't like the smile?
Okay.
You don't like the smile at all?
Thank you.
It looks creepy.
Come on. Those are like,
That's exactly why I found
Don't you remember, Mrs. Cassandra, when you all tortured me with the man boobs and the man nipple thing, like one time on Mayhem, like for like an hour? Do you guys remember that? Well, this was my revenge. You should all have to look at Rogan's nipples for at least 5 minutes. I mean, come on. Yeah.
The more you look at them, the more they look back.
They're going to be chasing me tonight.
We'll have nightmares.
Exactly. I know. Most everybody would. That was my mission, Well, I know. Everybody, make a drink, take a drink. Okay. He
So,
could pants
Claire, you better
he,
make sure you're definitely awake so I can harass you for giving me nightmares.
Okay, well, I'm up until 5 o'clock, but I'm usually reading. But you could try to get me. I will definitely be around.
I just have an image of him being a conductor and like ripping his shirt off and conducting an entire orchestra with his nipples.
He could wave them like a lot. Do you think he could do that, like the left-right thing, like some guys could do, which I think is
like
fascinating.
prehensile.
I'm thinking that fascinates me. I'm one of those people that will just stare at that forever. But you can make the left and right independently.
They're like octopus.
Yeah. I'm like a deer in headlights. I just sit there.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, but if he could do that, that would be dangerous. That would
Don't
absolutely.
let the anime artists know about them.
No, don't.
Quick.
You'll poke an eye out with those. You could, Gene. Don't get too close. Don't get too close. Is exactly it. Definitely. But anyway, the Babylon Bee had to weigh in too. Matt Walsh being one of their favorites, and obviously this is a parody account. People, it's the Babylon Bee. Like, chill. She said another Matt Walsh hack suspected after he posted a calm and friendly tweet. Hey everyone, hope you are well. Feeling good today. Not mad about anything. Love you all. So they were like, that proves. And he actually he retweeted it. So like, at least he had a sense. I have to say this. At least he had a sense of humor about it. Whatever happened, which makes me believe it was a hoax, because there was something else that went on with Matt Walsh this week. And I will drop you guys the link, but there was a whole bunch of protesters at the University of Iowa, actually, this week, because conservative Matt Walsh was there in Iowa City at the university for the Students of Freedom, asked him to come and speak and show his film, What is a Woman? Well, they barely got to show it because protesters there was a lot of them. They actually filled the auditorium before the ticket holders could get in. Then they were like emptying everybody out, trying to separate the protesters from the actual ticket holders. It was a little bit of a mess, but he did eventually get to show his documentary, What is a Woman, and spoke in front of a standing room only crowd, which was getting chanted back at him and were being quite disruptive. But there were quite a few ticket holders that actually wanted to see it. The actual bone of contention here is that all the other, quite a few of the other university student organizations actually filed letters of complaint against the Students for Freedom for causing such a disruption. Young Americans for Freedom, the student organization that invited him, said they did so because he had a contrarian point of view that they thought should be out there. So there was quite a bit back and forth, and it raised the question of, like on all college campuses, freedom of speech on speakers. We've seen a lot of this lately. Who should be allowed to speak? Who shouldn't be allowed to speak? I'm not a fan of Matt Walsh. I'm not a fan of his video. I'm not a fan of.
Second that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan at all. But there is a line, right? Like, are we so? I mean, I'd rather call him an idiot than say he doesn't have a right to say anything. I'd rather call out what he's saying than say he shouldn't have a right to say it. But I do understand why a lot of the students when the majority of the students in that school are actually saying, you just did this to cause trouble. I wonder if they should they should actually make some changes. But I think that's a dangerous line to make, actually.
Well, one of the things I'd be afraid of is you know how when fascists take over, they use the freedom of speech. And then after they have seized all power, then they shut everyone down. So, that's like a catch-22. You really shouldn't platform Nazis, but not necessarily in this case, though irritating and though wrong. And I know that Matt Walsh is part of that propaganda wing that just stirs the shit.
Yeah,
we can basically call him out.
I think the main issue with that analogy, though, is that it's from a time when there was a lot where the party in question was able to have a lot more sway in what they said and what they did, where in the case of, for instance, Matt Walsh, he would merely be an idiot proving that he's an idiot by opening his mouth.
True.
Well,
And
that's what I was basically getting,
but
remember.
if I could just like put it in a nutshell, I think the line is actually here on whether it causes damage or not. The kind of damage that the problem with the way Matt Walsh is presenting his ideas is he's totally eliminating the identity and the existence of a whole group of people. And that's not fair. That's not right. That causes hate, damage. It causes people going against people for no reason at all. He's actually weaponizing the whole thing to build a distrust and a dislike for a whole group of people. That's not necessary because they're not doing anything to him. They're not causing anything like this. And I think that's what these protesters were actually saying. If you go through the article that I dropped in the chat for you guys to go through later, it actually does touch upon that the students that are complaining, the organizations that are pushing back on the Freedom students who brought Matt Walsh there, not that they don't want Matt Walsh to speak, but they do not want students to encourage the line of thought that it's okay to just eliminate whole groups of people just because you don't agree with them. They actually were saying we're all for inclusivity. We want everybody included. And that includes Matt Walsh. But we don't think Matt Walsh should be out here preaching it should be a different way. And we don't think you should be supporting the fact that he does that. And so that's what they were pushing back out. They actually want Matt Walsh to be free to speak, but not to actually weaponize what he's saying against a whole group of people. Yeah.
So you mean more like uncontested free speech is dangerous?
Uncontested free speech is dangerous depending on what it actually is. If it like you get into the conversations there, like we always have the one about if it promotes violence. Okay, now Twitter's all for free speech. Most people get removed from Twitter because they're promoting some kind of violence towards another person or themselves. Boom, you're out, gone. I kind of agree with that. I don't want anyone to incite anybody to riot, to hurt whole groups of people for any reason whatsoever. Also, if it promotes illegal acts or endangers a vulnerable group. And I use this one often and I get called out for it. You can keep trying to call me out for this one, people. It's not going to work. On maps, okay? They're attracted to something that could lead to an illegal act. They shouldn't be out here talking about it. I don't give a shit. It promotes an illegal act. It promotes and puts in danger a vulnerable section of our population, namely children. I'm totally against it. Yet I am one of the biggest advocates for free speech out there. I'll talk to anybody about anything. You can have whatever beliefs you want. I will try to have a reasonable conversation with you.
The line right there, though, when it comes to the children.
But if you're going to promote hate and violence towards any section of the population and or endangerment of any type to any section of the population, I think that's where my personal line with free speech is. That's where I'm drawing the line, right there. If you are actively trying to go out there and hurt others, I think it should be hindered. Okay? I don't think murderers should be teaching people how to murder. I don't think people doing the R word should be out there teaching people how to do that either. Okay?
Wait. I'm not allowed to rap? Wow. Wow. Holy crap.
Wait.
Everyone, she just, oh my God.
Wait. I thought rap started with a W.
What, rap? No, I thought it was sharap. Isn't it just sharap? Like a Snoop Dogg style? Is it sharappy or what, or something like that? I don't know. That's not what I said. Wap? Wop?
Oh,
I don't say wop. Oh, here we go.
Wop?
Certified freak.
It's
7 days a week.
There we go. All right. No, I didn't say that. That's not the R word I was referring to. That was the one.
okay.
It was a different act with more letters in it. One more letter in it than rap. Okay,
It
so
cannot be said
yeah, I just
on
don't.
the two B's.
That's right, fish nerd. No more reclining unless I am too. There you go. If I'm up, you're all up. If I'm down, there you go. No, I'm just being ridiculous today. But that's just the line I draw. But that's the only thing I wanted to say about that protest. It's kind of controversial because it's out of college, and we all know that universities, the colleges, and everything, that's where we expect free speech to roam, right? It should be paramount. It should be exactly what everybody's doing. Every organization should have the ability to talk.
Oh, no, don't say that, Jen. We need refills.
No,
Yeah,
refills, absolutely.
We need a lot of refills.
Jin, I thought you liked us. Don't wish that upon any of us. Oh my God. Yee. All right. Anyway, anybody have anything else to say about Mount Walsh before I kick him to the curb?
No. I don't know who he really is, but I'm over him.
I know.
Matt
You don't.
Walsh?
You know what? You don't need to know. It's just a shame I ever found out, actually. Because
Like, I just know bits
he
and
annoys me.
pieces
You know,
from what
he
I've
annoys
seen.
me. He annoys me like the quartering annoys me. When I actually picture both of them, I picture them with a button right there in the middle of their chin that I could pull their lip down and just fasten. Like, I actually visualize them that way. I don't want to hear what either of them have to say anymore. And I like being chill. I like being calm. And everything that comes out of their mouth just has this way of pissing me off. I don't know if it's the way they say it or the message behind. I know it's mostly the message behind it and the entitlement, the arrogance, and these actually overweight, unattractive idiot styles actually thinking they know what women think women want and how they should be treated. It really just kind of set me off just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like, just a tiny bit. But just not any more of that tonight. I'm gonna go.
Came through. Motivator, not gonna get a bonus. What can we do?
Well, no, we're getting off track here. What's going on? You're jumping ahead of yourself. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Nope, I did. I'm just gonna fix it and be right back. Hold on. Can you drop that down, Rekkr, while I fix it? Just take it off. There. Okay.
Whoa. This is not mayhem. Cannot be telling him to take it off.
Yeah, no.
No. Did you take it off? Okay, wait a minute. I'll fix it.
Wait. What am I meant to take off?
Never mind. Oh, stop! It just keeps going right away when I go to do it. Okay, you took it off. Good. Now, I'm going to put it back on and play it, but I wanted to give you like what it was before you started hearing it. It is actually a CEO of a rather large corporation who got in a bit of hot water this week. And
what corporation?
This would happen to be the people who make the Herman Miller office chairs. Yeah, Miller something or other. Miller Claw. I know the name of it. I'll get the article for you. But she's the CEO. But definitely, when you hear what she has to say, it's going to piss you off more than Matt did.
Oh, look what you did. You got a quiz in here now because we were talking about record taking off.
Got it now.
Doesn't seem to want to be playing. Hang on a minute. Wait a second.
It's not good to be in a situation we're in today, but we're not going to be here forever. It is going to get better. So people treat well, talk to them. Don't ask about what spend your life out.
Hang on a minute, Claire. I think we
it's
need
like
to,
chopping in and out.
Right?
I think we need to reverse reverse it up and play it from the beginning. It doesn't seem to be wanting to play properly.
What?
It's not like it's cutting in and out.
It's cutting in and out.
Oh.
Hang on a minute. Let's
Hold
bring
on a
it down.
Okay.
Can you can you send me the link to the video and I'll bring it up on my computer?
Yep, put it up.
Might be able to get it. Might be able to get it a bit more stable that way.
I could send you the article that I downloaded the link from.
That you found.
Or I could send you.
Okay. Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. You want that in Discord? Or I could send you my download of the. Which one do you want? My download or the article?
Just the article. It might take a bit too long to download, and I don't think we want to keep people waiting too much.
Only. Okay, but anyway, let me just give you some background while he fixes her speech, and then you can hear it again.
Avatar's looking bored because you're gonna
I know. Anyway, she is actually the CEO of MillerKnoll, who is one of the biggest office furniture suppliers. The Herman Miller chair that everybody thinks is like so damn wonderful. She's the CEO, and actually, she gave that speech because she was getting some flack, and people were talking about why aren't they getting any bonuses this year. So she goes on, and you heard a little bit of it. We're going to hear more. Well, she ended up having to apologize for what she said, but that's not even the worst of it. If you saw,
she didn't have to step down.
No, she's the CEO. A spokesperson said earlier in the week that everything was taken out of context, and they really don't believe that she's done anything wrong. She fiercely believes in her company and her team, and she wanted to bring everybody together.
Ooh, it's got the CNN logo on it.
That's okay. I don't think so, because this weekends aren't monetized. Like, I don't monetize on the weekend, so you're free to say what you want. So go ahead, and once the clip is played, then I'll continue. Go ahead.
So this is the CEO of a multi-million-dollar chair company.
Get our orders out our door, treat each other well, be kind, be respectful, focus on the future because it will be bright. It's not good to be in a situation we're in today, but we're not going to be here forever. It is going to get better. So lead by example, treat people well, talk to them, be kind, and get after it. Don't ask about, what are we going to do if we don't get a bonus? Get the damn $26 million. Spend your time and your effort thinking about the $26 million we need and not thinking about what you're going to do if we don't get a bonus. All right? Can I get some commitment for that? I would appreciate that. I had an old boss who said to me one time, you can visit Pity City, but you can't live there. So people, leave Pity City. Let's get it done. Thank you.
Wait. So are you going to be the one?
So, that's not the worst part about it. I think that's the end of the video, so I will just bring that down. So, you'd think that would be, it's bad enough that she's telling people underneath her that she's, to leave Pity City and deal with the fact that they're not getting bonuses. When in fact she herself is getting a multi-million-dollar bonus
and has received at the minimal. She has received and accepted a minimal $1 million bonus every year, including the years of the pandemic that she just managed in 2022. She's had in all these years of the times that she's talking about them having to deal with lower sales and the pandemic and all these things going on. Each year has acquired a bonus up to the tunes of over $4 million up to this year.
Actually,
yeah, that's a hypocrite. That's a hypocrite.
Owen took home nearly $5 million in compensation, which included a $1.1 million salary plus various stock options and bonus pay.
And bonus pay, right?
According to the company's proxy filing with the Secretaries and Exchange Commission.
All that's in that article that I just dropped you guys down below. But that's not even the funniest part. It's like, let's look at this chair. Because like when we were talking about this in the back room, and correct me if I'm wrong, we were all upset about the hypocrisy. After all, we named this whole show tonight, hacked, heckled, and hypocrisy. Okay. We do agree that poor Matt Walsh got hacked. Okay. And that poor Joe Rogan's getting heckled for his damn nipples. I get that. And there's more heckling to come. However, she's a hypocrite for one, telling them to get out of Pity City because they ain't getting get out of Pity City because you're not getting a bonus. Well, she's taking a bonus home every year and trying to tell them to like just get with the program and start making the money company and making the company money rather.
That's exactly why they're not getting bonuses. So it's because it's all going to the higher ups.
Yeah. All right. Can you guys tell me which one of these is the Herman Miller chair? Because
the one on the left.
The one with the headrest or without the headrest?
The with the headrest.
The one with the headrest. Let's look.
It looks cheap.
All right, wait. Then I have to take down the link.
Have a
Hold
quick
on.
poll.
I'm gonna unpin that and do a poll. Okay. Oh, what would you like the poll to say, Rekkr? Which is the Herman Miller or
which is the Herman Miller, left or right?
Okay, now is left with the headrest or not?
The left one is the headrest one, yes.
So that I'm gonna write it that way.
So we'll just say headrest or not.
No,
Herman
I'm just
Miller
gonna write.
or not.
I'll just write it so that they know which one. Just by that. Okay, let's do a quick poll. All right, left or right? Tell us which one you think is the Herman Miller office chair. Like. We were going through office chairs for a while here. Like this started a whole big thing. Because first of all, she pissed us off. But you know what? Here in America, I'm kind of used to bosses being so insensitive like that. You're a worker for a reason. Like, yeah, they always got this attitude. Like, you're not the cream of the crop because I am. Like, if you're not, like, so I get the bonus and I'm getting mine first, and whatever's left, you're going to get. But good employers, good companies realize that the workers are what contributes to the end product. And if the workers are happy, you get a better end product, regardless of everything else that's going on. There has to be a balance. You can't give them everything they want, of course, but there is a balance. It's called teamwork and leadership, in appreciation and valuing the work that gets done so that it's quality work. Well, people talking like that. Now, when she first started that speech, did you think that's where she was going to end up? Like, she didn't.
Oh no, she
sound like it. It didn't sound.
It started off quite nice, and then all of a sudden, she went off the deep end.
Yeah, it kind of did. I thought she was going to be, I just read Juju B. I love you. I wish you were up here. Juju B says, is the headrest an optional add-on for an additional cost? All costs for additional headrests go to the parking tickets for those not receiving a bonus and are parked in Pity City. That is the comment of the evening. Bonus points to Juju B. Oh gosh, I wish I had prizes to give out, like a game show host. I so wish I could open up a door and give her a prize. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, Michelle. It's like she says, it's like when she worked at a hospital administration, they would get bonuses and we'd get a cup. We'd get a cup and a pizza. Yeah. Yeah, you knew where she was going, right, Juju? She started out all nice and then bam. I know, Juju B. I'm sorry to rile you up. And anytime you want to talk about these issues, come on, let's do library chat. Can you imagine? I'll bet you, Juju B, we could do a marathon library chat. Like we would put the first 24-hour library chat on the books. we would probably be able to talk about everything. Just make a list of all the things that piss you off that you saw in the last week. We could probably go on for 24 hours. Easy. No problem. It's just social media actually can do that. But all right, let's see. Let's see how many votes
do we have?
we have. 21, I
11.
see. So let's see. Do we have? Oh, come on,
We've
less
got
than
about
half
half.
of you. Come on, people,
We've got about
vote.
half.
I want to vote. I want to put it up. I want to see, like, it's evenly split right now. We need some more voters, people. Please, just give it a little kick, if you would. We know you're here. A cheap cup with a straw. Yeah, Michelle, not even a good cup, right?
And it was the very first paper straws, you know, the ones that you just dip in
Yes.
water and they disintegrate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, right. The ones where you're trying. That's the thing when they're trying to be ecologically sound, and then the product doesn't work anymore. Like like the really thin paper straws that disintegrate, but they actually end up getting too mushy to finish your drink. Yuck. No, not a fan. Go with a metal straw. I like those. You ever see those metal ones? I have actual metal straws.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I like them.
those look nice.
Yeah,
I want to
they
get
do.
some of them.
Oh, okay.
We've got 14 votes.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's see who they
All right.
think it is.
They think it is the one without the headset. Those of you that think the one without the headset is the Herman Miller, you are correct. You are correct.
Yep.
And we will show you why. This
They're
is
both
ridiculous.
ugly, though.
I do hope you're strapped in and you've got some sedatives on hand. Jojo, this is going to really set you on fire. The Herman Miller chair, that goes for $1,461.65. And she ain't giving anybody a bonus. Nope, not a one. One of those chairs, $1,500. Hey.
No wonder why.
And I don't know.
Yeah,
That does not look like the most comfortable chair I've ever seen. Like that does not. I could not sit in that and do YouTube. I couldn't. I would be uncomfortable. Unless it's got spring loading or something. I don't know.
My chair for work is like it can recline. I can recline it back, like pretty much all the way to where I'm pretty much laying down if I wanted to.
Now,
It's nice.
no, I hear you. And we think we did a pretty comparable, bringing a chair that was quite similar in the features, if not the look. It has the suspension underneath the seat. It's got the same shape. A regular office chair from a regular company is only $183. It does exactly the same thing. Yes, they got a different look. They were a little bit fancier thing on the legs, okay, and
Does
the
it
back
vibrate?
was a little bit different. But no, none of them have any cushion, any vibration, any swing action,
No
any
cushion
tilt.
for the cushion?
No cushion for the
No
pushing.
cushion for the
Nothing. That's it. That's right, Michelle, for that ugly chair. I'd rather pay for that ugly chair over there. I think that's too much for that chair too. But I don't know. Maybe because it's adjustable. I don't know.
That's the one they had in the hotel room that I was staying in for a few months.
I was
That's
gonna
how
say
I knew it wasn't.
yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
knew it wasn't expensive.
Right. I know that like that is the chair. I've run into a chair very similar to this in most offices, in like you said, in hotels where you get to stay, where you got the suite, or often get on vacation. I get the big room so that I have the table for the laptop and stuff like that. And that's the kind of chair that they give you over there. So yeah, it's but I couldn't believe what they charged for that chair. Okay, and of course, now that one looks comfortable because Draugr had something to say about his chair of chairs.
This is my chair. This is my chair that I'm currently sitting in right now. And let me explain it to you. This is, in fact, 100% genuine calf leather. It has very nice padding on both the head and backrest that are adjustable. It can recline and it can handle 400 pounds of load, which is, oddly enough, about, 40 pounds more than the Herman Miller?
It was about 45 to 50 pounds more. Yes, it was. I think it was like they were only at 3 odd. You know, yep. And
Yep.
and I would say that you
New
have
Zealand
metal
leather, by
supports.
the way.
Yeah, okay, New Zealand calf. They have a lot of calves there. Okay. The legs on the chair where they just comparable to the strength and the look of the other one as far as not being flimsy. But this one you could see reclines all the way back. I see more gadgets on the side for reclining. There's much more padding. It's much more adjustable. Uh, that's seems like a better value than that Herman Miller.
It
For,
is the
you know,
most
and yet
comfortable
people
seat
go
you could ever
crazy.
have.
And I think it's because of the Herman Miller designer who does that other really fancy stuff. I think that people just have the companies mixed up. I really do. Because why you would pay $1,500 for an office chair that looks like that, I have no idea. And so we looked at their stackable chairs and their other chairs, and they look just like the ones that you would see when you go for like any kind of presentation or any kind of seminar or you know, one of those one-day classes where they line you all up in front of in a hotel in front of these long tables and you just watching somebody do a presentation. It's all the same kind of chairs. There was nothing fancy about them. They're like event chairs, stackable event chairs with a small amount of cushion on them. Nothing. They were hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Like, I don't know.
Mhm.
I think they should actually work on what they're doing. I don't know how you're going to sell $26 million worth of product when it's of no value. Because I agree, Juju. She said the manufacturing of both those chairs is not that different to actually support the difference in price. I get it. I do believe in name branding, but that's a bit much, you know.
Mhm.
That's a bit much, you know. That was like I think that was the end of that one. Hold on. Well, yeah, that's Rekkr's chair of chairs. And I had to put that up there because we listen about Rekkr's chair on a regular basis. And he finally got to bring it up official on YouTube.
I mean, what can I say? It's incredibly comfortable.
It definitely is. Okay. Back to that. Okay, we'll take that down. All right. We'll take that down for a second while we figure out where we are. Well, oh my God. The next thing we have to talk about is horrendous. I don't know if I can do it, actually.
Do
What do you
it,
think?
do it, do it. Chug, 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 chug. Oh, wait a minute. Wrong place.
All right. Well,
That's it, your party.
that's it. That's the article for it. Here we go. We have to talk about Elon Musk and Twitter again, people. Like, are you sick of it yet? I don't know. It's just ongoing. It's ongoing. But anyway, this week, Elon Musk, during the week of 420, decided that that's when, Twitter Blue was going to be coming out. So on April 20th, he started getting rid of all the legacy verified blue check accounts. Now, legacy meant they were given their blue check because they were under Twitter's guidelines, like a verifiable mainstream account, even an influencer, a big YouTuber, a big public figure, a big owned a company, something huge, well-known name. They call them legacy accounts. Okay. People that had legacy accounts were like, well, people that you've heard in the Twitter's kerfuffle all along. Stephen King, Trump, Greta Thunberg, Andrew Tate, Matt Walsh, for example. All right. What it meant was you got verified through the process. You went and jumped through some hoops, proved who you were. They figured you needed that blue check to prevent people from saying things against your name, your character, your company, affecting your reputation. Nobody could just pretend to be you. So they got those legacy accounts. Then Elon decided to charge for Twitter verification through Twitter Blue, and he was rolling it out. Now, many people could easily qualify. In the beginning, it was too easy to qualify. All you had to do was pay. Now you have to pay, but to get the actual blue check mark, you can get Twitter Blue, but you got to wait to be verified. They check your Twitter account. They verify your information, so to speak, because I actually had a subscriber buy Twitter Blue for my account a couple of weeks before this 420 stuff. I think I've had it for over a month or so now. In the process, it did lock up my Twitter for about 4 or 5 days. You can't make any changes to your profile. You can't pretend to be anybody else. Like, I can't change anything without losing my check mark and having to be re-verified again, which takes anywhere from 1 day to a week. Okay. So they made it a little more restrictive after all of those changing of accounts last time. But the amount of people that actually got upset about it, the people that got canceled, and then the people that just got Twitter accounts without having to sign up was kind of sketchy. Also, the funny part is, this is where we're going to heckle Elon just a little bit. Elon said he had to make Twitter blue for fee because, Twitter is a service that, it is a comparable service. It should have some fee to it for the way that we use it. Most people would agree with that in some kind of way. Advertisers were leaving. We know he put out so much money for it. He's crying the blues. He's a businessman. He wants to make some money. If he wants to start that Twitter blue stuff and have enhanced services, fine. Some people, like myself, love the idea that you can edit tweets. And I can tell you, with Twitter blue, you can edit your tweet for up to 30 minutes if you make a typo. You can actually sound like an intelligent person, except for mangled fingers and a bad keyboard, like I usually sound. But it actually gives you the option to be able to correct it. It actually gives you longer tweets, the ability to put out longer videos, things like that. And no, I'm not marketing for Elon Musk. I really can't stand him. I think he's an entitled little brat. But what I thought funny was the fact that there were 420,000 legacy verified blue check marks. Okay. And about 320 of them signed up for Twitter Blue, and about 290,000 of them got rid of Twitter Blue at about noon today on April 21st. That got reported. When it comes down to the net that Elon Musk gained after this huge fiasco of like deleting and adding accounts, there was only a plus of 28. They also put out a little bit of a misnomer that they had previously said it was only like 17,000 people. Well, there are 420,000 legacy verified blue checks. All right. And what he wanted is everybody who got that account for free to pay for it. But they wouldn't. You remember Stephen King putting up Twitter that he would not actually pay for it? Well, Stephen King's one of the ones who actually got one without paying for it. But you know who lost theirs? Jack from Twitter, the previous owner. He lost his blue check. Look at that. He don't get one. Now, don't you think that Jack deserves, if you're going to give out legacy checks, don't you think Jack should have one? I mean, come on, Elon. That's petty. That's petty. Greta Thunberg lost hers. Midas Touch got one, and they feel threatened. They feel threatened because Elon targeted them. So did Stephen King. He left theirs intact in the Midas Touch. Well, don't you think it's kind of like he's the one that's like putting out all of this stuff about everything being fair? Okay. But instead of wiping everybody's out, he went back and put some on, or he didn't take them all out. Like, what the hell with that? If he wants you to pay for it, why doesn't everybody have to pay for it?
Exactly.
I lost everybody. I lost you all. Elon wouldn't want his cash to go yucky. He definitely he definitely reeks upon his opponent. Yes, he does. I know, just to make up for all the money he lost, right, Michelle? But this is one of the things that, I don't like to bash on Elon Musk. I think he did try to do some good things. He's entitled to do what he wants with his money, whatever. But don't tell me you're all about free speech and equality and then do this petty kind of bullshit all the time. Now, if you're going to take everybody's blue checks, take everybody's blue checks if you want people to pay for them. But he's playing like, you can have it and you can't have it, and you get a check and you don't get a check. It's kind of being a bit petty here, back and forth. Or he's being a little bit like non-arbitrary too. Like on he's not putting forth what is the requirement for the Midas Touch to get a blue check out of the blue, okay, and not someone else. Why would Greta lose hers just because she's not paying for it, but another account that's just as big get to keep theirs? It's Stephen King. He's not going to pay you for that blue check, but it's there. I don't know.
Exactly.
It's kind of weird. I know. But anyway, everybody threatening that they were going to leave Twitter because of all of this stuff going on. Do you know Twitter got bigger? Like, less people left Twitter than you think. Everybody claimed they were leaving Twitter. if they stopped posting, they didn't delete their accounts because the numbers are staying pretty much the same. Maybe their activity has drafted down and they're looking for their news in place in other places. They didn't delete their accounts. They didn't delete the app because they're still getting counted. You know, the numbers as far as people leaving are not any different, which I found quite surprising when I was looking at this. You know, well, I don't know. I don't know. How is your Twitter experience been, anybody? I mean, you guys up here, the three of you, very rarely tweet. Like, I never see Cass. Cass isn't even on Twitter. You very rarely tweet unless it's your channel or unless I tag you to something in regards to my channel. Sometimes I see you. Commander, I very rarely see stuff on you either out there unless it's in regards.
Well,
yeah,
it's unless I like put the video up or I just react to someone who I am following. Well, most of the time I tweet something and absolutely no one sees it. So why even bother? And Twitter has always been a cesspool because, well, you have so many characters and it just lends itself to insults. And I just created the thing to communicate with friends, etc.
It lends itself to just brain dead takes, and that's all you've got enough characters for, is one brain dead take that cannot be elaborated. So for all people know, what you said was just the most horrific thing possible. Even though you might have been talking about I don't know, a soda can.
Wow. Nope, I hear that. Whatever that.
Ironically, guess who got a gold check mark?
Okay, now tell me
everything.
Can you tell me the difference between the blue and the gold? Like, okay, I saw that. I saw that yesterday. Yeah.
A gold check mark is an account that is verified because it is an official organization on Twitter. And there is also a gray check mark, which is for, if I remember correctly, politicians. But as I was saying, the gold check mark, Snoop Dogg got a gold check mark.
He did?
D-O-double-G, yeah.
Is it for his language skills? Is it for his new language art? Is that it?
He's apparently an organization on Twitter. For Shizzy Manisi.
I'm gonna have to attend that organization to get my skill up. Michelle, I remember reading something. She said, I don't know much about Twitter because I don't use it, but I heard that Elon stopped NWS from posting updates about bad weather. Is that true? I do remember reading something about it, and they said it was a mistake at the time. But I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure if that actually, happened. But what I am going to put up is, have your Twitter habits changed since?
I don't have any Twitter habits.
Nope, my Twitter habit has not changed. I still don't have one, and that's going to continue to be that way.
I'm going to put yes, no, and then I'm going to add an option for don't use Twitter. Okay. And then I'll put the use it rarely too, because I really want to see
and Elon blocked the BBC from running a documentary on why Prime Minister Modi is a pile of poo.
Really? I know.
He's just mad because he doesn't have a BBC. Never mind. Anyway, keep going.
True. I do believe. You know what? I think you're onto something there, Cass, because he does seem a little bit petty. He really does. But one of the things that I also noticed is that he is he's out here saying that he wants freedom of speech. He like everybody who was banned and everything, he brought them all back, saying that Twitter was going to be the new standard for freedom of speech. Everybody gets a say. But then he periodically blocks whoever the hell he feels. Like, if you say, when they had all of the hacking going on and the parody accounts and stuff, and he was like, you can make fun of people, parody's cool, as long as it wasn't about him. Everybody who did parody on him got like banned, got kicked, got their Twitter taken down. You know, he's a little bit petty about this stuff. Like, you can't say one thing and do another. If you're all about the freedom of speech and everything, it can't be just as long as you're not saying anything about me. He has been doing a lot of his own Twittering. Some of his remarks on other accounts and all, people get all excited when they see him answer them and stuff like that. But I'll bet you if he has a public relations department for his worldwide network of businesses, I'm sure they're pretty annoyed at him for all of the hullabaloo that he's getting here. Because one of the other things go on. Mm-hmm.
When he was, I think it was either PayPal or Tesla. I think it was Tesla. He had a court-ordered Twitter sitter, but they never really enforced it.
Twitter sitter?
Yeah, because he used his Twitter account to basically do things that would be considered insider trading, so to speak.
He would announce deals he was looking on. Look at how we knew so much about the Twitter going on back and forth. A lot of that came right from him in the negotiation. Like, it was out there. Look at it. He was using it as a way to spread rumor, build up prices, make people think things. He was using it the way we all use Twitter. But unfortunately, if you use it for gains, monetary gains in the business world, that's illegal. Like insider trading, especially if he's the one affecting the market. It could be a problem. There's a fine line. Yeah.
Spreading misinformation that would drive a stock price one way, and then everyone buys, you sell, or vice versa.
Yeah. Herman Miller, the company, got gold, Jujubee. Yes, they did. They did. Okay, so gold is like companies. That's what I need to understand about that. Is that right, Rekkr? Okay. And
Gold
so blue are individuals. Okay.
Blue is for the plebeians.
Plebeians? I'm a plebeian? Okay. Oh my God.
Hey, don't worry. You're
Claire Plebeian Bear. I kind of like the way that sounds. Claire Plebeian Bear. I think I'll change the S to plebeian. There you go.
You're in good company. Even Marshall Mathers only has a blue check mark.
Oh, now, hey, when you put me and Marshall in the same sentence, like, I'm honored. Like, I know that means something to you. Okay. All right. So are you saying that Marshall and I both have check marks and we're both plebeians?
Yep.
Okay,
along with
that's cool.
Rihanna and Drizzly.
Okay. I don't know who that last person is, but that's okay.
As well as Selena Gomez.
Okay, all right. So yeah. I'm up there with even celebrity plebeians. Even celebrities are plebeians. Okay, here we go. Anyway, hey Juju, I'm still upset about Herman Miller too. Don't get me wrong. That's probably the thing that pissed me off the most until we get to the next one. Oh, let me just.
I'm offended that they have.
There's more.
Chairs.
There's actually more. I've got like oh wait, there was actually more on this on actually Elon. I had one more thing to tell you about him and I forgot. Microsoft pulled their ad for Twitter from their logos and everything. They used to have the Twitter bird up there right next to them. Well, they pulled it. So Elon's considering suing them, but not because they pulled it. In a petty gesture to say that they trained illegally using Twitter data, lawsuit time. He's actually going to go after them because they used some stuff that he put out on Twitter, algorithms and shit like that, to train their software techs on how to look at algorithms. This is information he publicly put out. They publicly put it out. People can look at it and use it. That's like suing me because I use it to explain to you guys how the algorithm works. If he publicly put it out there and we talk about it, you can't sue me. He can't sue Twitter. He can't sue Microsoft for that. At least I don't think he should be able to.
He gets butthurt.
That's all.
Let me just get this straight. He releases the Twitter files, and then basically Microsoft used the Twitter files to upgrade their algorithm, and now he's bitching about
They
it?
use the files, the data surveys that they did, and the postings that they did on the algorithm. They use those to train staff on how to look at this stuff and what to look for. And he says that he's going to sue them now because they trained illegally using Twitter data.
That's stupid.
Juju says that's like me suing you for calling her Jujubee. Right. Because I used your name that you put out there, but you didn't like it, so you're going to sue me. I didn't say it to your standard, I guess.
And,
I don't know.
and
It's so crazy.
Look at all those marks that Elon has after his name.
Yeah, what do they mean?
got
Do
like
they have a translation?
I might need a translation for that.
What is
That's
that? impressive. What is it? I don't know
let
what
me
they mean.
find-
You're
it
gonna
doesn't
go
have
and
the last
diagnose
one.
that, and I'll take this off because we got 10 minutes. I want to finish the last one. We're gonna finish a little early tonight. I've got plans.
It literally is just like a small a URL kind of thing that you click on, and it just sends you straight to the Twitter, official Twitter.
Can I make the biggest?
Okay.
The official Twitter Twitter profile.
Can I make the biggest announcement I ever?
Right.
Can I make the biggest announcement?
Wait, when you say official Twitter profile,
What is going on?
We have an
What?
official announcement.
Can I make the biggest announcement?
We do.
He's making the biggest announcement.
Yep.
Wait, I thought we didn't have that up anymore. I thought it was over on you guys.
Can I make the biggest
I
announcement?
want to wait. It's up
How
on
many
the
times are you
screen.
gonna play that?
No,
I can't.
Shall I bring
am
it
gonna
up?
Put it up.
No, hold on.
Mm.
Hold on. You want to hear it? Okay. All right, we're done with Elon. Let's get to the real
Mm.
business of the day. You ready? Are you ready, Miss?
Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh yes, I am ready. I'm so
Okay,
ready
great.
for this.
This is the happiness of the day. Juju, this makes it all better. You ready?
Ah, shoot.
Oh, man. Hang on a minute. Give me a second. We got this. We got this. We are experiencing some technical difficulties right now. Please stand by. I am about to use my amazing powers to write these words.
Hey, in their house, got some marijuana. You know, maybe sheriff shouldn't raid because you got a vape pen. Maybe judges shouldn't write kidnapping on a warrant. To prevent that from happening, and I say this: if I'm president,
okay,
government, I release people that got.
It's like cutting in and out still
It's
too bad.
cutting in and out, Clet. I'm gonna steal that. Give me 2 seconds.
Is it? Wait, what is
It's
going on?
cutting
Is
in
it
and
still
out.
cutting in and out?
It is still cutting in and out,
Okay.
so I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna just hijack this entire
All right.
stream because that's the kind of person I am.
That's
I'm gonna
it.
get on this soapbox.
That's it.
And I'm gonna tell people that who
We have
likes
an announcement.
Afroman, because I have
We love
an
Afroman.
announcement
We
about
love Afroman.
Afroman that I think we can all love. Ready?
Want that lemon cake.
Announcement I ever made in my life. I'm running for president for 2024, man.
Hey.
That's
Thank
right.
Thank you, Afroman.
Afroman is running for president.
2024.
Okay. So we don't get DMCA'd. I'm gonna push it forward just a little bit
And just
show
go to
you
where
that
he was talking.
he is actually serious about this. He is
Mm-hmm.
legitimately serious about doing this, and he's doing this on some pretty decent grounds.
Didn't get shot in their house because they got.
Okay.
Maybe people shouldn't get shot in their house because they got some marijuana. You know, maybe sheriffs shouldn't raid because you got a vape pen. Maybe judges shouldn't write kidnapping on a warrant. To prevent that from happening, you know, I run for president. And I say this, if I'm elected president, everything that the government is doing legally, I release the people that got arrested for it.
Amen.
Government's growing weed. You grew weed, you're out of jail. Government selling weed. You used to sell weed, you're out of jail. My main focus would be like criminals operating inside of the police department. The police have immunity. They got too much power. You know, I had them cops come through my house with those AR-15s. They left my door on the floor. They left my gate all messed up. They came through my house ready to kill me. They traumatized my kids. Either I'm gonna do something or I'm gonna do nothing. Like, is that okay? Like, I could have been home. Like, what am I waiting on? You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not okay. Judges should not be allowed to put stuff on a warrant without some real good reason to back that up.
All right.
And
That's good. Here's a valid
argue
point.
with that.
Can you take that down? Because it's making an echo. Thank you. All right. So, yeah. So that's the good news tonight, since everything else was so. But actually, he makes a good point. If the government is allowed to sell weed, why are there people that sell weed in jail? And if the government is allowed to grow weed for their profits and their distribution, why are there people in jail for growing weed? Okay. There's more people, you know, the penalties for minor crimes on what we call 420 crimes are ridiculous. And you could do a lot by just, as a whole country, just deciding, since most of the states now actually have it legalized and the availability is not even jumping through hoops, just take that away. You know, use our resources better, especially the prisons and our police and all of that. Just not be bothered with that anymore. It's just making a mess. I understand they were trying to organize against drug crime, real drug crime, like cartel drug crime. But you don't need to get this minor stuff all tied up, but it's very time consuming and expensive. You don't have to abide or agree by it. Not everybody agrees with the use of marijuana, or even may agree with it but not use it. That's all just fine. But it has been proven over and over again to be mostly harmless and legal in a lot of the areas in the United States, and we should just kind of even that out a bit.
And let's be honest here. Who out of everyone in the US wants to use their taxpayer money for something that is now so commonly legal and available? You could probably throw a brick down your road, hit someone in the head, hopefully not kill them, and once they wake up, they'll either know or have weed on them. Anyone?
No.
Well, I'm not going to club someone in the head, but I mean, the reason why they have these things illegal is because the private prisons want to fill their prisons with prisoners at taxpayer expense. And they have just perverse incentives to turn petty criminals into axemen.
Exactly. So the less there are petty criminals. Let's say someone's actually selling weed on the street to get by. I have no problem with that personally, because some people got to do what they got to do, and it's unfortunately the way some people have to live. I'll never defend people that sell hard drugs. But as far as the research goes on cannabis, it has more. I would say it has more benefits than negatives. Currently,
It's like
as far as we know.
Alcohol and smoking, but I think probably less harmful than alcohol.
Alcohol. Okay.
There's actually more health
here's
derivatives against alcohol. Yeah.
I said less harmful than alcohol.
No,
I said less harmful.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
Here's a fun little stat. Alcohol is actually statistically worse for you than heroin.
It's as far as the
Let
dangers
that
to your
sink in.
body and the crimes.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine
That was
is
what
less
was the
than
name
alcohol.
of that commentator that we saw that on? Do you remember what was his name? Drip? Was that Drip or Drop or something like that?
Yeah, the Drip.
The Drip.
It was on
Okay.
the Drip.
Well, yeah, we watched one of his videos. He's actually from the East Coast here. We were watching him. He's kind of a comedian. He puts on a little bit of a stick, but he does like trending commentary topics that are trending, news wise, social media wise. It was quite interesting. And he kept pulling those statistics up, and he put a couple of videos up on it because it was so astounding. But yeah, definitely alcohol was at the top of the list over everything else: marijuana, cocaine, heroin, everything.
And so, and here's the thing. This is only using the Britain drug harm score out of 100. Selected drug. So out of 100, alcohol is a 70. Heroin is a little over 50. Crack cocaine, a little over 50. Methamphetamine, a little over 30. Tobacco.
I think you got to put it in context too, and you got to say what they were looking at. They were looking at the long-term effects of your life using these methods, not immediate or anything like that. We're not talking about 1 or 2 drinks here on a casual. We're not even,
I was going to say long-term health effects. Because like short-term meth, people get completely out of control like alcohol.
Yeah, they do. And because it is like short term, there's like this was also the effects on more than just one thing. Not only your health, it was mental well-being, it was financial status, it was a lot of stuff all combined. You have to go watch the video to get it all into context, but just to put it all into context, it was more than just like one thing, one small category that was being looked at. But alcohol came out at the winner. If you can find Drips, you could drop Drips channel. That would be cool. Because
Let me drop that in.
It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I found him amusing and entertaining, and he made some valid points. He could be out there though. Just remember, he's a comedian, okay? Like, don't come back mad at me. Remember, the butt hurt need not reply. I mean that. I mean that seriously. It's parody, people. It's humor. Humor mandatory at all times on this channel, okay? And on that, I have to tell you something not very humorous. We do have the Hypocrite of the Week also to finish off the show. Thank you for the.
What did I do? My son to bed. So I have to drop off. I'll be
okay. Thank you. We're gonna be wrapping up shortly. I've just got the one more to do. But thanks, Cassandra. It's always a better show. Yeah, don't.
Thank you.
I
Thank
need
you
my boo here. Always.
My mic working?
Your mic is working.
Okay. Okay. My circle wasn't moving, so I wasn't sure.
No, I see your circle moving. I have been having, as you saw, a problem with my internet today. As you saw, everything I went to play was not working. My internet, I've had pretty much some thunderstorms in the area that were messing with everything, and I made the decision to go live anyway. Even though, to Rekkr's good credit, he did try to talk me out of it about an hour ago, knowing that it could be a problem. And he's actually been very generous about helping me through it, even though he knew it was going to be a mess. He's like, I could have told you that. Well, thanks for helping, Rekkr, with the videos. You're good with messes. I'm glad you clean up. Yes, he cleans up his messes. He's very good. He's very good. So how you doing, Couch? Nice to have you here. I like when you come up.
I'm doing pretty good, yeah. Just waiting to start work stuff, so. Yeah, I thought I'd hop on, have fun.
Hey, I want to ask you, has your Twitter changed at all? Your Twitter
I'm not a Twitter user, so I guess no, it hasn't.
Okay, because I'm looking at the poll now, and 62% of the people in the chat right now say they don't even use Twitter. So this is stupid. They just like me making fun of Elon, I guess, because they didn't leave when I talked about it. So thank you. Thank you for
is
not
a
leaving.
jerk.
He is a jerk. He's an entitled asshole, and he's very petty about how he's doing it. I'm all for him doing things like a businessman. It's his company. He gets to do what he wants. But don't say one thing and do another. Don't get caught in a lie. Don't be a PR nightmare. And please stop acting like an entitled, petty little baby. He's really pissed. I mean, really, it's kind of, he's 50. I mean, grow up. Really.
I do like the comparison, though, where he's bragging about how there's so many people using Twitter now. And then it's, sorry about that. Compared to someone whose house is on fire, and saying, "Wow, there's never been so many people in my yard."
Exactly. Just because people are watching your downfall is not a positive thing. They are rooting for the failure of this. They are making fun of you. Read the room, Elon. Read the room. I hear you. It is kind of funny. And then when he talks about all the people that are signing up, and we come up with an actual net difference of people who left and people who came back of only 28. Like, I don't think that's anything to celebrate, Elon. I don't think this is moving in the direction that you want it to be.
I believe his epitaph is going to be, "Growing old is easy, growing up is hard."
You know what? That's a lot of people's epitaph. That's a good one for and everything. Trent
I can actually see him going for that, to be honest.
Oh, it is. Trent had a quote in here. Trent says, "For long-term alcoholics, going cold turkey can cause life-threatening delirium tremors, rendering this an inappropriate method for breaking an alcohol addiction." Absolutely. And by the way, giving that statistic, we're not shaming or anyone, and we're not actually saying, "Hey, go do heroin instead." That's not what we're saying. Okay, we're not saying any of that. Yes, we're not condoning any of
the
it.
heroin and cocaine for me.
Yes, no.
I mean, wait, what?
Stop. What? Stop
Yeah,
it.
Three-quarters of the people on here are not saying that. Yes.
Right. We are 3/4 of us, the ones that aren't a Kiwi wearing a hat and saying inappropriate things. Those three are not condoning the use of anything else on that. I say moderation in everything. I'm not going to shame anybody for their vices or what they do. I just say, set a good example, try not to break the law, try to do what you can, to set a good example, to not hurt anybody else. And I don't kink shame about anything. What your use of recreational activities, whatever it may be, in libations, in drugs, and in sexual preference, I don't care. I really don't care. I say, make yourself happy, just don't hurt anybody.
Yeah. The bottom line is, as long as you're not hurting anyone else, I do what you got to do to get by. And if that has to be, weed every night or other illicit substances, and that's what's helping you actually get through the day, I wouldn't suggest doing it long term. I'd suggest getting some help. But if you got to do it,
I've been
just
doing the
look after
research.
yourself.
Yeah, no, I've been doing the research too. I happen to have a doctor in my life for a condition that I have who's been advocating for it for a long time, and actually was trying to get me off of long-term medications that I needed to keep myself in a functioning manner on a day-to-day basis, like pain-free with a clear mind and all of that. But they were very damaging to other organs in my body, like the filtration systems we have for our kidneys and my liver. And I was aging on the inside much too fast, that he would rather get me all off of those and put me on a legalized marijuana routine for the pain and things like that. That would be easier. And there's been good results that I see on the studies. I see Sean is saying that one of her family members, I think she said her son, uses it. I do agree that any kind of medication, and this goes even prescription drugs that alter your reflexes in any way or the way that you think, should have driving prohibitions on them. Because here's where I draw the line. Do what you want, people. do not do it at the risk of other people. Do not get behind any kind of equipment, a moving vehicle. Put yourself in a situation where others can get hurt by whatever you do or don't do in a moment. I kind of would hold that line. I think there should be more restrictions on it in that way because I have seen it slow down. One of the reasons I have to take it is for that. And so if it does that, there should be regulations.
I've got
on
to
it
hop
for
on.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
partners
Oh.
here. So, we'll get to
Exactly.
Oh, I thought he said he had something to say before he went, but there you go. All right, let me bring the last thing up again. I don't want to get on. I'm definitely not going to get up and like start a soapbox on that, but still. All right. The last one is the hypocrite of the week. And this one really kind of got to me. And Juju, I'm sorry, because you think Herman Miller, the CEO of Herman Miller, gets you. Where did this hypocritical situation get to you? Because do you remember last week or the week before? We were talking about the Tennessee legislators who got kicked for disrupting a congressional session because they were actually protesting for gun control. It was two black legislators and an older white woman. Okay. And I'm going to mention them that way, not because I enjoy or that's what I normally do. You guys know I don't normally do that. I normally would use their name. But what's in particular here is because they did get kicked under this. She did not. They're back, thankfully. They are back in legislation. They couldn't keep them out. The whole thing was bogus. Well, we need to talk about Scott Campbell and the Speaker of the House of that Congress, because Scott Campbell voted to have those gentlemen removed because he said, and everyone there who voted for it said, it was very important that they stuck to policy, and disrupting the congressional session was against policy. And so they had to go because they violated the decorum of the office, like the policy they knew, and they shouldn't have. So they had to go. So they voted to kick them out. But Scott Campbell, the week before, this guy right here, he just recently resigned. And you know why he had to? Because he actually was sanctioned by the same Congress for violating policy in regards to sexual harassment with interns of this congressional body. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And he voted to say, if you violate policy, you shouldn't be here. Well, what the hell was he doing there to be able to vote in the first place if everybody knew? He actually pled guilty to these charges. Okay. And Cameron Sexton, who is actually the Speaker of the House for this Tennessee congressional unit, okay, he knew all about it. He's the one who said he was guilty of it. He has the letter on file. He knew all about it. Why isn't he speaking on it? Why was this man still there? Okay. They're saying that he violated the sexual harassment. Okay. And now the women are coming forward to saying that some of it wasn't even just harassment, that it could have verged on assault. But he's the former representative, Scotty Campbell. Okay. Because he resigned just the other day, and that's what it was about. Okay. There was quite a few tweets going on from these interns, but Cameron Sexton admitted to knowing about it. There was letters on file that he knew about it weeks before, but this man was still there and able to vote on them based on a policy issue. And that's why actually they're going to split the award. I don't know who is a bigger hypocrite. Cameron Sexton, who is the Speaker of the House, who organized the vote to have the two other people removed from there for disrupting on gun control protests. Okay. But lets the sex offender stay there, who is actually offending their own interns who work there for free to help all the members of this unit together. Well, they're allowed to get assaulted, and he's allowed to still be there, apparently, and everybody knows about it. But that really kind of pissed me off. That's the hypocrite of the week. So now I finished the whole title.
But don't you know he's a politician? They're allowed to do whatever they want.
No, they're not. Not get big awards like Hypocrite of the. No, not without
Hypocrite of the week, golden cop.
Hypocrite of the big asshole of the century. Go, yeah, you name it. They get it. This is absolutely.
And
yes, I know,
mean,
Michelle. What about that?
His name is just painfully ironic.
What, Scotty Campbell or Cameron?
Cameron Sexton.
Yes. Well, he's got a Sexton kind of scandal on him. He is not the one who actually performed the harassment. It was Scotty Campbell. Let's be clear. I'll say that name over and over again. The guy in the first picture, Scotty Campbell, he is the one who is guilty of the offense. That guy, not Sexton.
Okay.
Sexton is actually speaker of the unit, okay, of the Tennessee crime. He's the Speaker of the House. He's the one who knew about it. He's the one who called the vote on the other guys that got kicked out. He's the one who allowed him to vote when he should have been kicked out for violating policy from the start. It's all documented. Why he's still there. He actually resigned. And I'm sure they called him and told him to resign before they kicked him, because that was just hypocrisy, the most hypocrisy I've seen in a while. Actually, to stand there and say, I voted for them to leave not because it was gun control, not because it was a valid cause or anything like that, not because we didn't want to hear it, because they violated policy. They shouldn't have done it during session. Period. That was why they got kicked. They didn't want to talk about the issue. Remember, they were protesting. It was right after the shootings. And I say the shootings because it could have been any shooting, because there were at least 3 or 4 like that day. But it was a big one, and it involved children. And they were advocating for gun control, reasonable gun control, not take all your guns, not all that, reasonable gun control. And it was 3 of them, and only the 2. But yet they stand there and say they're not hypocrites. And it wasn't even motivated by anything about the NRA support for guns and or racially motivated. Obviously, it was motivated by the topic. That's damn obvious too. And it does look a little sketch that the woman did not get removed and the gentleman did. It does look rather sus. And then to have this guy with a sex offense written, documented to the Speaker of the House, everything there, and he's still there as a matter of policy. When the policy says if he violates it, he should be out. He should be gone. That's what they're trying to stand on. It was ridiculous. Absolutely.
Give Cameron some time, and I'm pretty sure there will be a scandal that will cause him to live up to his last name.
Yes, I'm sure. It's not far away. But on that, I think that's it for the night. Okay. So, do you have anything else to say, Commander, on any of our topics for tonight?
Twitter stinks. Can I show everyone that avatar that I made for you when you get better computers?
When I get better computers, you can, but no, we're not going to show it now.
No, okay, that's why I asked.
Yeah, okay. No, because I would want to unveil it as some kind of thing. Yeah. I'm going to be like that, people. No, I said no. Okay.
But like head over to my
front of us, and then
I
she just reels it away.
I did.
Head over to my channel, right? And because I got Operator Starsky and Penguin Commandos abducting Marjorie Taylor Greene, and no one who has under 100 subs puts as much effort into their videos as I do. Literally hundreds of hours.
Yes, she does.
I think you'll enjoy yourself.
I know the Blender programs that she used. This is a lot of work. Rekkr, would you do me a favor and drop that link?
Yes.
If you have a moment. It's Commander I can look if you don't.
401, yeah.
Commander 401. Let me.
The avatar is a penguin.
But on that, our Twitter poll is definitely still holding that most of the people in our chat do not use Twitter. I commend you all. I use it mostly for advertising and to complain about politics. I am a very terrible Twitterer. Okay. Sean, I'm sorry you're pounding. I'm sorry. I don't want it out there because I don't know what I'm going to be using. This is it. It is amazing, though. I have to say they do excellent work. Absolutely. I know. it's gonna be a while. It moves like that. I can see why you're excited, Jujubee. She's saying she's very excited because she's looking at your avatar and getting very excited about what it might look like. Yeah.
And then I have another one that's made that is kind of like a Fortnite thing for every one of the shills, but that has to wait until we have two computer setups and are able to connect everyone's iPhone to one server.
Exactly. Well, there you go. Rekkr just dropped Commander's link for you to go check out those videos. They're quite entertaining. Michelle says she loves your videos, by the way, in the chat. But
Thanks.
yep. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. All right, Rekkr, do you have anything else to say about anything we covered tonight? And if you do speak in that other language, could you offer a translation at the end for me?
What do you mean you're talking in this sleazy, in this easy, you know? I get that.
Yeah, that's
easy. Gotta slide in left.
English, please. Okay. I don't know. Why does everything when you say it like that sound dirty? Like I'm blushing and I don't even know what you said. I don't even know what you said.
I'm just a man of many vocabularies, and I know
many
how to put in-
vocabularies.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
down
it.
with
I'm
me?
couldn't. Is that like you down with OPP? I remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People,
I don't know.
Dropping something.
I can't
Keep an
even
eye out.
pretend to be cool because I'm not. This is just a nerd girl up here just doing her thing. I have no idea what's going on anymore. It sounded interesting, but I'll have to look for the translation later. On that, I'm going to say good night, everybody. Have a good one. See you during the week. Tomorrow, we will be on Shills for Uncalled For with Amy Hogan. We got a very interesting conversation planned. I hope that you'll be there to check it out. It'll be a good one.
And
On that,
3 p.m. Eastern, the Operator Starsky stream too.
oh, that's right. We are moved there. Thank you for reminding me because we normally do that today and that got kind of flipped out. We are doing an update for Ukraine update with Operator Starsky at 3 o'clock Eastern. Absolutely. That will be first. Thank you, Commander. I almost forgot we moved it. See, these late nights. Anyway, have a great week, everybody. See you during the week if you like true crime and all of that. We got tons of trials going on. There'll be plenty of things posted. And on the weekend again, I do believe this weekend is Am I the Asshole weekend. And I think I might have a special guest, but I got to double check. I'm not going to say the name. I'm being very secretive lately. Don't be mad. Don't hate the player. Just hate the game.
Don't hate
Bye.
the player, hate the game. For shizzle, man.
On that, have a
Peace
good
out.
one, everybody. Thank you.
Good night.
Oh my God.
Can I just unsee all of that?
Did you see what she did?
They really are an absolute
What the fuck?
Did she actually say that?
Did you see that?
What do you always see the damnedest things?
Exactly. When you least expect it, there they are, doing it again.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste it, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row,
Did she
run it up when they hype
say
me.
that?
The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, Turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making
What the
change. I've been
absolute
rocking this
fuck?
exchange, Popping off and risking things, gonna make a name. I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness.
You see what she did? What the fuck?
That's what it's all about.
Fuckery.
We're in this world, could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste it, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate it, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can bite me.
Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. I know I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing, I'll regret it. I'm always learning, you can call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
Oh, y'all, this is Hollywood.
Did you see that?
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
It's brilliant. Fuckery.
Oh my God.
I got one thing to say. YouTube,